Hello and welcome to Life Screenings. This is a day late. Just to be upfront and transparent with you, yesterday we had so much issues with the broadband. Someone had told me it was the sun that was doing it. So we are back for today, and I am alone, and I am at my abode. Coming live from Claremont, Florida. And we have 6 films that we're going to show, and please enjoy. To get started, this is Life Screenings. It is from Sam's Lake, which is Claremont, Florida, physically today. 6 films, all showing films that a world that we like to live in. So enjoy the first one. This is called Clown West. Well, looks like we're having the same issues. We're going to try this again, and we're going to go to Clown West and enjoy. Hopefully we can get it this time. And here we go.
It's impolite to hide one's face, partner. That hood blocking your ears? We ain't too keen on strangers around here. Let's get a look at you. Is this some sort of joke, partner?
My apologies. You can call me the clown. I'm simply a traveler. I only seek a room for the night, and I shall be on my way. I didn't mean to make a scene. I'll be out of your hair in the morning.
Oh, don't mind them. They're good folk. We just don't often get visitors who mean well, and far less clowns. We have spare rooms. You pick whichever you like.
There. That's 3 times I beat you, so I deserve something from you.
All right, you are curious about me. I do not blame you.
This clown thing, is it just for fun or is it serious?
Oh, I clown quite seriously, my friend. You know, the right gag at the right time, it's solved many a problem for me.
If only you could solve ours. You came around these parts in some difficult times.
Have I?
Nancy's had it rough. She just wants to keep the bar. It's all she's got left of her husband. God rest his soul.
Oh, my condolences. Someone responsible for
No,
this?
no, his death was natural. Afterwards, though, the rent on the bar tripling, well, we can thank a certain landlord for that. Townsend.
Nancy's not the first. He's evicted near every struggling family in the whole town. Soon, there'll be no one left. Thievery, blackmail, death threats, nothing's off the table for him. He's a dark shadow over this town.
Come on, boss is thirsty. Oh, there you are.
You can go.
You disgust me, sir. How dare you?
How dare you?
Ah, the newcomer. Oh, please, please, make me laugh. Just try.
I would watch your tongue. Greater men than you have found that my best jokes can kill.
You know, for a clown, I thought you'd be more funny. So, you seek a duel, partner? You're juggling some serious balls there, I suppose.
I'll draw on the spot. Don't test me. I've done more for smaller offenses.
Finally, a joke! No. I'll let you dwell on this mistake. But tomorrow, maybe I won't feel as, generous.
See you tomorrow.
I brought fresh sheets. Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Worry not. These are much appreciated.
Well, if there's anything else you need, don't hesitate to ask.
Actually, madam, there is one thing. Perhaps I acted too rashly back there without thinking. Tell me more about this Townsend.
Rash, yes. But honorable. This town has suffered so much thanks to that lowlife.
It's a problem I wish to remedy if I can. What do you know about him?
Townsend is a sad case, to be sure. And seeing you, a clown in these parts, well, he'll want you gone quicker than most. His late father wanted him to be a clown like him. Well, Townsend thought himself above that calling. Now he's the local landlord. A cheat, drunkard, and a liar.
Nancy, I wish to help this town if I can. And I think I know how. Looky here.
Well, if this ain't the most beautiful sidearm in all the West, partner. But if you think you can beat Townsend in a duel, you'll be dead wrong. The man's beat many quicker men than you, I'm afraid.
Well, this isn't just any ordinary weapon. This was given to me by the one man who taught me everything I know about what it means to be a clown. It's my mentor, Clown Joshua. Promised me on his deathbed it would save my life. It's never been fired, for he said it'll only be used in times of great need. But with it, perhaps, maybe Townsend's finally met his match.
For your sake, clown, I hope you're right. Get some rest. You'll need it.
Nancy, Saturday's here. You owe me double for the last 2 weeks.
I'm afraid, my friend, that Nancy's not here at the moment. Perhaps you and I could talk about this?
You got a whole lot of nerve talking to me like that again, clown.
As do you, for treating Nancy the way you have.
What'd I tell you about me not being so gracious next time? You understand what this means between us?
Oh, I understand. This ain't my first circus.
It ain't mine either, you three-ring freak. Larry here happened to hear something quite interesting about you. I hear you think your gun will save you.
Perhaps. I was told it would save my life.
Townsend, you lay off that clown.
This pathetic sideshow act thinks a magical gun will make him a quicker shot than me. You really are a joke, clown. If you don't mind, I think that fine weapon will look so much better on my hip than yours. Give it here.
Take it. I do not need this weapon to best you, Townsend.
Here. Let's see if you can beat me without any tricks up your sleeve.
Still think I'm not funny?
What do you want, clown? Just shoot.
What I want is for you to find the nearest horse and ride it till it collapses, and to never hear your name spoken in this good town again. Never return. I'll know if you do. I've done what's needed here, Nancy. There are others who need a clown. That's why I set out into the West in the first place. There are so many more towns and so many more men like Townsend out there. They need me. Watch your back, Nancy.
That was Jonathan Wilson's Clown West from Indiana, of all places, shot on the red. Great, great play with clowns. I do have a fascination with clowns only because I was a clown one time. I guess once a clown, always a clown. This is Life Screenings. Thank you for joining us. This is the repeat from yesterday. Same films, however, we did have technical issues yesterday. All these films come to us from Film Freeway, which is basically a hub for films, filmmakers, and also film festival directors, which is what I am. And we received 18 films. We're going to go so 6 today. So let's move on to our next film. This next one, enjoy, and I'll talk about it afterwards.
Art has been very much a part of my life since I can remember, 3 or 4 years old, and I've been involved in so many art forms. I think human beings have a need to be able to communicate to other people, and there's the verbal, of course, but the visual is really important, along with music and movement, because it gives people an opportunity to convey how they feel. The individuality of each person comes out in their artwork or their music, and it's across cultures. I just have a love for people. I like the diversity of people. I'm a Baha'i. It's a religion that links up all religions. The underlying philosophy is unity. Unity of people, unity of races, unity of religions, looking at the good in everything, the beauty in everything. I'm now almost 78. When I reflect, it really has had an amazing impact on everything I've done, and the adventures that we've had, and the children we adopted. I've always read a lot of books ever since I was a child, and so I was always interested in the world. Like, I can remember from when I was about 9 thinking, I have to go to India when I was 9. The first thing I wanted Mum to buy me was a microscope. So she bought me this little microscope. I was interested in wildflowers, so Mum bought me a book about wildflowers, and I used to sketch the wildflowers and, yeah, collect bones, and I had this collection in my bedroom of bones and insects. The world's such a wondrous place. I decided when I graduated from high school that I'd go to art school and hopefully become a teacher, which I did. I met my wife. She's also an art teacher. And we married, and we decided that we needed to see more of the world. In 1966, we read in one of the big Saturday papers that they needed teachers in Papua New Guinea, and that was amazing just for that year. Then we decided we needed to start having a family, so we came back to Tasmania and had 3 children. Launceston is a very vibrant place to live. The gorge is really significant. We spent a lot of time in the gorge and the river. I applied for a job in the university, and I did that for about 25 years as a lecturer. While I was still lecturing at the university, I did some courses in papermaking and bookbinding at the art school in Hobart, doing collages. But I needed a certain quality of paper, and I couldn't buy any in the shop, so I thought I'll have to make my own. At that stage, there was a paper mill in the art school in Hobart, so one night a week I would drive to Hobart and back just to go do paper making. The Baha'i World Centre is in Israel, in Haifa, and I applied to go there not knowing what we would be doing. I was interviewed by phone, and he said, we need a bookbinder in the conservation office. Would you be interested in coming? I said, gosh, yes. We ended up being in Israel for 7.5 years, repairing old books and manuscripts. Always say yes. to an invitation, because you never know what's going to happen. Just be open to a new experience. You never know where it's going to lead, and that's really been my philosophy. The illness that I have is myelodysplastic syndrome. It means that the bone marrow doesn't produce the red blood cells. I've only ever met 2 other people with my condition, and they've since passed on. There was no cure, and it was just a matter of keeping on going and following the treatment that was being provided for me. The chemotherapy that I'm having, unfortunately, after 6 years, it's not working as well, which is why I have to have a transfusion most Tuesdays. So the worst part is getting the cannula in, but usually the nurse gets it in first go because she knows me quite well. I've got such a fantastic support group. My GP, my neurologist, my nurse, they all talk to each other, and they've been so supportive. I've never felt as though I've been neglected by any of them. Well, I've always been upfront with my children about it, and so they're all aware of my situation. So I keep in touch with them at least 2 or 3 times a week, all of them. We have a really good relationship, although they're all such strong individuals, which is what I would hope they would be. And I love them all, and I know they love me. So I just did whatever I could and continued doing the things that I was normally able to do until I was diagnosed with Parkinson's as well, which is a double whammy. And that really physically affected me more. I've forgotten the author's name, but his ideas about how you can get the brain, because it's so flexible and such a mysterious organ in our body. And so out of that, I'm using the red light helmet for my Parkinson's. It's really helped me with my fine motor control, whereas before I was using it, my writing had deteriorated, but now I'm able to write much better, and I can still do prints and do collage and fold paper to make books. So there are still things I can do, particularly since the red light helmet. We've been together now for 53 years. We just do whatever we can to help each other, because I help Noel as well because she's having some short-term memory issues. So I'm able to help her, give her strategies to remember things and to do stuff together. So it's very much a team effort. So it works both ways. The hardest part for me is the lack of social life. We went to the movies at least once a week. I was very much involved in theatre, so I can't do that anymore. That's really the worst part, but it doesn't worry me anymore because every day is full of other things. I hope that I've inspired some teachers to encourage their classes, their children, to be open-minded and creative and to explore the world and not shut themselves off, and to be kind to each other and be willing to share their knowledge with each other and always look for the positives in everything they do, and just to support and encourage everybody. I'm Edward Broomhall, and I'm adventurous, caring and kind.
And that was I Will Live. There is a theme going on in this festival today, and it is actually Parkinson's. For some reason, we get films that collectively come to us, and we show them. However, a few months ago, it was all about love. And then about a year ago, it was all about COVID. So collectively, we are living in this world where we have some sort of connection with each other. Let's move on to the next film, and this one is one of six. This is our third one. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'll turn the sound down. It'll scare the fish.
gonna miss you, Dad.
I'm gonna miss you, kiddo.
For when I'm away.
Yeah. Give me a call if you need to. I know the answers to all those trigonometry questions.
Does it involve fishing?
Well, yeah, everything involves fishing.
And we are back, and that was Nick Bolton and Jess Milne. It's called Surfaces. I received that a couple months ago. I had it on hold because I couldn't show it the last time that it was on. And that was called Surfaces. Very minute use of words, which was great, using pictures to tell the story. Let's move on to the next one. This is 15 Years, a Filmmaker is Beth Mosh. So enjoy.
Being in nature is my solace, it's my whole existence really. I can't stay indoors. It makes me feel alive, like I'm part of it. And it's not necessarily relaxing because I'm constantly looking for things, listening for things, trying to understand what's going on around me. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 13 years ago, almost to the day. And perversely, Parkinson's disease has been the best thing that ever happened to me because it's made me realise that we all have limited time. Go and experience life now because you don't know if you're going to be able to do it in the future. I think when I was originally diagnosed, I thought the whole game was over. And I was a stills photographer, then a pro stills photographer. Kind of strangely, I've switched in the last 2 to 3 years to filming. I was encouraged to try it myself and take it up myself. And true to form, I got a little bit obsessed with it and I've tried my hardest to keep going and produce different work. Balancing my medication, which can work, can't work, is hugely frustrating. So essentially there are moments where it's just all gone to crap and I can't pick up a camera, I can't mount a new lens on it, and against my belligerent nature I do have to accept some help, but I will refuse that to the bitter end. If equipment was manufactured thoughtfully and in collaboration with people with disabilities and was being produced I think the industry would be totally accessible to anyone with disability. As a hobby and as a career, it's only the operation of the controls that prevents people they could be totally changed. When I find an adaptation to equipment that assists what I do, it is revelationary. It's like I've got my skills again. I can do this again. I've got a little bit longer. And my imagination runs away a little bit and I start getting a little ambitious about what I can film, and yeah, I just go ahead and do it. So Parkinson's has affected my photography and filming in strange ways, actually. It's made me work quicker because I don't know if I can do it in 2 years' time or even 2 months' time. So knowing that the drugs don't last forever is sometimes a cloud over me. It would be nice for it to be clear and the horizon ahead of me to be miles away, but I know it's not. I know I haven't got forever. A lot of neurologists will talk about sort of a 15-year stage of Parkinson's. You get 5 good years on medication, 5 troublesome years on medication, and then 5 years where they're not working very well at all. I'm coming to the end of the 3rd stage, although I only feel like I'm in the 2nd stage. For some reason, my time is extended. Whether that's due to my nature and psychology, I have no idea. Maybe I'm in a state of denial, but I'm just going to keep on going until I can't.
That was Katie Mayhew, and she was the filmmaker for 15 years from England. There we go. That was Katie Mayhew, and she is the filmmaker from England, and that was called 15 Years. Like I said, there's a theme here with Parkinson's, which is very, very odd at times. Let's move on. This is an animated film from some students at UCF, University of Central Florida. It's called Frostbite, and go ahead and enjoy this one. and that was Frostbite, and that was a whole group, a whole class of students at the UCF Film School. And every year I get 3 or 4 of their films, which are fascinating, beautifully done. And these are students learning how to do 3 and 2D animation, which you saw in that last one. We are up to our last, I think we're up to our last film right now. And this is from Katie Kamala Haley. She is actually a filmmaker that's local here in Claremont. She was my co-host yesterday when we tried to air this. And we're going to finish with her film, which is A Psychedelic Sojourn. So enjoy it, and I'll be right back. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get it up one more time. Here we go. Well, that seems to not be coming up. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to go ahead and move it over to an area so that we can actually see it. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 different ways of getting it to show. For some reason, this film was the most difficult one to get put in. So let's try this one more time. And I don't know if it's the bandwidth or it could be just this file. However, it's an MP4 or 3. There we go. Let's give this a try. All right. Here we go. And try this one more time. And this is Psychedelic Sojourn. Enjoy. And that concludes our 6 films for Life Screenings International Short Film Festival. Thank you to the filmmakers, Katie Kamala Haley, to Nick Bolton, Jess Milner, to Katie Mayhem for 15 years, Frostbite, with the whole crew from UCF, and Jonathan Wilson for Clown West. Keep sending your films. Our next film festival is going to be September 17th and 23rd. This is the 1 Minute Film Festival, so you can submit them through Film Freeway. It's the Life Screenings 1 Minute Film Festival. It includes only 1 minute films. So by all means, send those to us. And we have 2 showing screenings. It's going to be the 17th, which is a Sunday. It's going to be in at the South Lake Art League, which is basically an art community here in Lake County, Florida, Claremont. And it's going to be the 23rd of September at the Winter Park Public Library, which I've been at for the last, about 7 years. And then October 28th, we're going to have the full length, well, actually the Life Screenings International Short Film Festival, which is up to 15 minutes. Submit your films through Film Freeway. You can watch this on not only Facebook, you can watch it also on YouTube. Who is Banks on YouTube? Thank you so much again. Thank you to all the filmmakers. Continue creating, continue sending them out. Remember, we're looking for films that show a world we want to live in. And enjoy.